Talk to me anything about beauty and wellness.
Hello and welcome to another episode of 8. My name is Sanjay Chakrabarti. I'm the founder of Tagit. Today's guest is someone who was my ticket to the fashion world in India. Before he relocated to New York, he was the one who introduced Jean-Claude Biguine to India, the massively successful salon and spa. And today what he is doing in New York, which he'll talk about it more, is something at a significantly bigger scale. I'm absolutely delighted to have my very dear friend, Dharmendra Manwani, dialing in from New York. Dharmendra, welcome to the show.
Sanjay, it's great to be there.
So Dharmendra, I'll get into, and I know that, DM is what I call you. So, I'll keep to it out here as well. So DM, let me get to the first question. Who is DM in one breath?
I'm a dad to four-year-old, serial entrepreneur, enthusiast of street food, and an explorer. Talk to me anything about beauty and wellness.
Super. That really gets us to the second question, which is again a one breath. Tell us something more on your latest baby, ArtistOnGo.
So ArtistOnGo, here we help beauty creators, which is hairstylist, acupuncturist, or spa esthetician, with the resources they need to work as independent. So all these beauty creators, they need space so that they can perform services. They need digital storefronts so that they can sell the products directly to you as a consumer. And they need access to wholesale products at a discounting pricing. We give them access. We do it in a very democratic way. Typically, people need $1 million worth resources and 5 years of experience and time to do that. We make it happen in 30 minutes at zero cost.
Super. I mean, it sounds like the Airbnb or Uber in the entire salon business.
Well, one piece of that, because you need a space to do the services, yes. But in the other aspects, you think about companies like Teachable, OutSchool, or Shopify, where as an entrepreneur, you don't have resources to sell what you believe into. So we provide you tools, business in a box, which helps you to monetize your skills in a much better way. For creators, beauty creators have multiple skills. They have skills where they perform and do your hair or do a physical service. And they need a space. So yes, you can call it like a WeWork or Airbnb, where we are providing them a space at a very flexible terms. Because they don't have $500,000 to build their own salons, but they have the same energy, enthusiasm, and followers, loyal followers. Like every beauty creator has 100 loyal followers. So we empower them with the space at no cost and leverage from the existing salon space. At the same time, think about them as a teacher, where they have the teaching skills like education or telemedicine, like where they can do it on the Zoom and tell you how to style and everything. Today, they don't have a digital storefront or tools to do that in a more organized way. So we help them to monetize those skills anywhere in the world to their clients anywhere in the world. And finally, who knows more about the products than anybody else? So we save an inconvenience to you as a customer to go to Ulta Beauty or Amazon and 100 other websites and say it's an original product, or is it, it's not a right product, or is it a right version of a product? You can directly buy from them. Today, these beauty creators don't have tools to build their website through Shopify or themselves, because there's a lot of backend of filling. So we provide them everything in the backend, so they can just pick the products and they can just put in front of you and you can buy and have experience.
That's outstanding. And I think it goes without saying that at the end of the day, when the person who you really trust in as a consumer is the person who's helping you with the actual hairstyling or whatever is the treatment that you're going through. So I think it's a perfect marriage.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite surprising that there is established trust between a client like yourself, you entrust with your hairstylist or a service provider, aka beauty creator, but there's no way that you can do a commerce. And for them in the traditional industry, there are no resources available for them to be an independent because it needs a lot of resources. They need $500,000 to build salon. As I said, they need a full infrastructure to store the products or have a digital. They don't know the product manager and web developers. They don't have time for that. They don't have skills for that. So as a company, but they all have two things common. They have strong fan following who believes and trusts in their skills, and they will move with them wherever they go there. And B, they have the skills to do the services, share those skills as education to other their peer group, and also they understand the quality of the products which are going to be good for you, not for everybody, through everybody. So I think we're matching between the two things, that they have their skills and how can we help them with the resources so they can monetize and democratize the whole infrastructure on demand.
Awesome. And I'm sure all this at the end of the day is putting in more dime in their pockets and empowering and employing a significantly larger number of people in the industry.
Yeah, you would be surprised that your favorite hairdressers, when you spend 1,000 rupees or $100, he gets paid just 20% of that.
Cool.
And being on the ArtistOnGo, we enable them to, and most importantly, they don't even monetize the other skills. As I said, they have, when they write on a yellow post-it about the product which you buy on Amazon, they get $0 out of that. Right?
Got it.
So first of all, we help them to monetize 3x on their existing clientele. So now if you're doing 20 of 100, they get 70 of 100 because now they're independent and they have a space and they don't have to follow anybody else.
Right.
Second thing, they add on, now if they were doing a business of, let's say, $100,000, now they're selling the products and they have a digital storefront. They do a business of 200. So not only we increase their percentages from 30 to 70%, but we also double their volume of the business from 100K to 200K. So it's a double whammy. Without them doing anything extra in terms of learning or services or infrastructure or operation, they still do the same what they were doing it, and their income goes 5 times. So it's I think they're getting value worth their time now by using those tools. We have been inspired by companies like Shopify or Teachable, who have empowered these independent creators to monetize their skills. Beauty and wellness is a bit different than those. And we have taken learnings from them and just created this for the vertical of beauty and wellness.
This sounds absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love the whole idea, concept, the scalability, and more importantly, the impact it has on the individual at the end of the day. So DM, let me move away from your business to specifically asking you, share with us a specific learning that you've had, and you've kind of, I know, been in the beauty business across the board, but have had several ventures. So tell us what's like that one big learning that you would want to share with us.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're limiting me for one. I would say as an entrepreneur, you learn 100 things in 1 hour. But I'll say one of the biggest learning for me as a founder and entrepreneur is you need to have that scalability in your mind and yourself, that you can go as down as 20 feet and understand the need of and empathize with the customer and understand how your product is. There's a product market fit with your customer.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you have to come out of the operations in the same 8 hours and say how I'm going to scale it to reach out to billion people who are using the beauty and want to buy the products and make their life convenient so they can directly buy from their beauty service provider rather than anybody else.
Got it. An excellent point. So let me get to the next question. Tell me something from your habits that has significantly helped you in business.
Well, I think the most important habit which helps me is keep learning, listening to anybody and not discarding anybody, no matter if they are successful or not successful. I mean, most of the times you are in a meeting listening and attracted to the most smartest person and ignoring the other comments of other people. I mean, I've seen it happen often. I make a point that I'm listening to everybody because everybody in the sitting in the meeting, and then they may not be the most smartest people in that meeting, but they have something important to contribute, and I don't want that to be ignored.
I like that one. That's a great point. So, ArtistOnGo, last question for you: 8 months from now and 8 years from now.
Well, I think for me, it's a one creator at a time. So we see that there are 2 million creators in US alone in beauty and wellness space. We ask ourselves the question, why they are not able to do a commerce directly with the consumers who love them, who follow them, who trust them, and who is the most convenient. So for next 8 months, we're very focused on people who are in hair in geographies like New York and LA and Miami. And we are committed to empower them with the space and the digital storefront. I think in 80 years, that would be, there are significant opportunities on multiple geographies. It will go from hairdresser and acupuncturist to a dog groomer and other people. So multiple verticals and multiple product line. What else the North Star is more creators selling more services and products and monetizing their skills creates the more income for them. That attracts more creators and that attracts more products and service providers. And that offers more value for the customer. So it's a vicious circle. You have more creators, they're more happy and making more money. There will be more creators looking at them and joining the force. And that will have more people working directly with those creators. They will have a great life.
I am just loving the entire concept. I'm hoping that we get to hear of it in India soon. And with your length and breadth of knowledge of India, I'm sure we'll hear much more of you in the Indian context as well. DM, thanks so much for joining in. I know it's early today in New York, and thanks for doing this. And look forward to seeing you in Mumbai soon.
It was my pleasure, Sanjay. Thank you very much. Looking forward to it.
I got to add, that's where I started our chat, saying that I do miss all the invites that I used to get from you. So I'm hoping that you again, get back into India and I get back into the social circle as well.
Definitely. I will make sure that the creators which we are empowering and they're hosting the events, and they should invite you and me both so we can socialize with them.
Absolutely. Great. Have a great day.
You too, Sanjay. Talk to you soon. Bye.